And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. And the show brings you Sunday Night Baseball. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And now,
first pitch coming your way next.
Los Angeles Dodgers.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Today's starting pitcher, Tyler Glasnow. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
And there's a ball. And it remains 2-2. And he deals. And now it's filled up.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here comes Austin Riley. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Yeah, the batter now, Matt Olson. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Hernandez settles underneath it, nabs it, and that is that. Back here at Chavez Ravine, and starting in this one, Grant Holmes. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Bottom of the first, and now the DH, Chris Taylor. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That one misses, and the count's even at 2. That one 95 to finish him off.
Batting second.
And now it's Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Turns and fires to Betts. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the catch, inning over. Back here at Dodger Stadium, digging in, Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses down and away. Inside, 3-2 now. That's hard hit on the line. Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw in there safely.
All over that one right there.
Batting
I
fifth,
love the hustle
second
out of the
baseman,
box, man. He
Ozzie
drove that
Albies.
baseball, and he was thinking triple right away.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
2 balls,
And
1
it is
strike.
2-1. Runner at third here, nobody out.
Ball, that's in.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Glass now, ready and deals. Fastball for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Line drive, base hit.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead.
Catcher,
Just a
number
solid swing
75.
right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now Drake Baldwin.
1
That
strike.
missed by a lot. And a count 2-1. Albies gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Ball 3.
In the dirt. Slider for a strike.
3-2.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Conforto makes the grab. 1 down. Brian De La
Batting
Cruz
seventh.
next
Left
up for the
fielder,
Braves.
Brian De La Cruz.
That misses, and it's 2-1.
As a veteran out there on the bump, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
And that's
Ball, that's
outside.
off the plate.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit and slightly up, slightly in.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. 2 on, 1 out. Kelman digs in now. Down the inside corner for a strike. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here at the top of the second. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second, there's 1, and that's 2. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for
Ready
the
to go
Dodgers,
for the last half of the
left
inning. The
fielder,
batter will be Michael Conforto. Conforto lifts one in the air, right field. That one's back there. And he brings it into the warning track.
Batting fifth,
Will Smith
catcher,
to the plate.
Will Smith.
One down, base is empty. Swings and chases a low one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that skips into dirt.
Strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Tommy Edman at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. That one missed. And a swing and a miss. 2 out, space is empty. Got him swinging. On to the 3rd inning.
Leading
Here's
off
Orlando
for the Braves,
Arcia.
Shortstop Orlando Arcia.
We're watching a former Rays pitcher today in Glasnow. He had plenty of good years in Tampa Bay before being traded. He's not the first pitcher with dominant stuff the Rays have dealt. Blake Snell, David Price, and James Shields definitely come to mind, dude.
The shortstop takes the ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. In the air, out towards left center. Hernandez sizes this one up, and it's caught for the out. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves.
The center fielder, Michael Harris.
One down, base is empty. That one misses, and a count 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
There's a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here is Austin Riley. 2 outs. And that misses off the outside edge. That one's in there. That is strike 2. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. He goes down looking. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now the veteran third baseman, Max Muncy. That one fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Off the
No
plate
catch off the
inside.
plate. Ball
The
two.
count now 2-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Fans another, and that's
Batting
3
eighth,
straight
first
strikeouts.
baseman,
Here's Kike Hernandez. Ground ball, Olsen. And he handles it himself for the out. Andy
Batting
Pajes
ninth, right
now at the
fielder,
plate.
Andy Pajes.
Pitch misses. 2
1
balls
strike.
and a strike. That one in there across the letters.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. And we're back
Leading
out of the
off for the
fourth.
Braves,
Here's Matt
first
Olson.
baseman, Matt
This is a guy
Olson.
that really has the ability to be more than just a slugger and a home run hitter, but to hit for average, to get on base, and to drive the ball out of the ballpark.
Here's the pitch to Olsen. Now he breaks his bat, and there's one down. Here's Marcell Ozuna.
Now
This is a
batting,
batter right here who
designated
really
hitter,
produces in
Marcell
these night
Ozuna.
games, and we saw the latest example of it in his first AB.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1.
2-1.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty.
Now batting,
Here is
second
Ozzy
baseman,
Albies up to
Ozzy
him.
Albies.
And it's fouled away.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
And there's a ball. Next pitch is outside. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Back here at Chavez
Leading
Ravine,
off for
bottom of the
Dodgers,
4th. Now it's the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Chris Taylor.
Chris Taylor.
In the air to left, down the line. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him
Now
out in
batting,
front on that pitch
shortstop,
away and wasn't able to stay
Mookie
close.
Betts.
Here's Mookie now. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
On the ground to short, into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Man at first, 1 away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Michael Conforto will
Now
climb
batting,
in.
left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Here's a 2-1. Fouled off left side. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back here in L.A., all set for the start of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Drake Baldwin. And now 2-1.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. I'm exhausted from watching some of these at-bats. Lots of full counts and a ton of pitches with the starter still out there. They're taking up a lot of his energy.
And that one is in the dirt. And now it's 3-2.
Boog, I can't even keep track of how many full counts we've had in this one. I've messed up my scorebook because there have been so many. And you know my scorebook is a work of art.
Chases that one out of the zone. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Now batting
Ryan
left
De La
fielder,
Cruz
Ryan
next
De La
up for the
Cruz.
Braves. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And they have their first base runner since the second inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better
Now
than
batting,
that. I know that was a
right
ground
fielder,
ball, but it was
Jared
absolutely
Kelman.
hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And a good eye there.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game. Here in the fifth inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
That one misses. 3-2 now.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
De La Cruz, the base runner at first with one out. And ball four, two aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but
Now
you know, his confidence should
shortstop,
still be
Orlando
high enough to get
Arcia.
out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Conforto on his way over. And there's two away. And next for Atlanta, Michael
Now
Harris the
center
second.
fielder, Michael Harris.
2 on, 2 outs. And a count 1-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
First and second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. Back here at Dodger
Leading
Stadium,
off for
the batter now
Dodgers,
will be Will
catcher,
Smith.
Will Smith.
And a 1-1. Swing and a miss and a slider.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult.
See ya strikes him out for the second time
Up
today.
next for the Dodgers.
And here comes
second
Tommy
baseman,
Edman.
Tommy Edman.
So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. And that one popped in the air left field. De La Cruz pulls it in on the run. Max Muncy at the
Now
dish.
That's
Third
just a really
baseman,
nice catch
Max
on the run right
Muncy.
there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
This one in the air. And that is that.
Now pitching. for the
Shohei
Dodgers,
Ohtani gets handed the rock
number
out of the
17.
pen.
And he comes on here for the
Shohei
first time this season,
Ohtani.
and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Here is Austin
Leading off
Riley.
for the Braves, third baseman Austin Riley.
The 1-1 is fouled off. This one in the air, center field. Hernandez settles underneath it, makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here is Matt Olson. One down, base is empty. Went with the sweeper for the strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Two down, nobody on. On the outside corner, and the count is 1-2. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over, and that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now at the plate, Kike Hernandez. And a swing and a miss there.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That's the third. Throw on to Olson. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now
And now here is Andy Pajes.
Pajes.
The Braves leading by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is fouled back. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
Kelnick on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Chris Taylor.
Chris Taylor.
And that's a little bit high.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one missing low.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. 2 outs. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Pitch count's getting up there now.
And
New pitcher for the Braves,
Number
Spencer
56.
Schwellenbach.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So 2 down, and now the shortstop, Mookie Betts. And Mookie takes.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. I tell you.
Oh, now this one gets way at the plate. Gets to it on the first. And he beats the throw. He's safe. And now Teoscar Hernandez.
Fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
2-2 the count.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Taylor at second. Betts on at first with 2 down. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning. And we're back. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Leading off for Atlanta, second baseman Ozzie Albies.
Fastball in for a strike. 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Now batting,
Here's the
number
catcher,
75.
Drake Baldwin. Lifted in the air, right center field. Hernandez sizing this one up. They got it for out number 2. Brian De La Cruz, the next to hit.
Up next for Atlanta, left
2
fielder
down, nobody
Brian
on.
De
They're
La
in the top
Cruz.
half of inning number 7. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Back here at Chavez
Leading
Ravine.
off for
Here's the left
Dodgers,
fielder, Michael
left
Conforto.
fielder, Michael Conforto.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing at a ground ball. Albies boots it.
Now batting, catcher.
No outs.
Will
Runner at
Smith.
first. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And a big swing and a miss with a single base runner because of all the power. They are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more
Second
quality
baseman,
at-bats.
Tommy
So the
Edman.
tying run in scoring position down. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. And that bunted towards third. Zips it across, and they get Edman for the out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine.
pitching for
Dylan Lee
Atlanta,
taking over on the mound.
number 52.
And never an easy situation
Dylan
coming in with
Lee.
runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Here's Max Muncy.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. Here's Kike Hernandez. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. One runs in. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Alex
Now
Vesia.
pitching for the
And they
Dodgers,
felt it was time to bring on a left-handed
number
reliever from the
51.
pen with the lefty hitter coming up.
Alex
I think it's a good
Vesia.
move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Here's Jared Kelnick. Next pitch is outside. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. No, with the shift on, hits right into it. Off balance throw in time. First out in the top of the 8th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris the second.
Michael Harris.
Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Now pitching for
Back
Atlanta.
now, new pitcher on the mound as
Number
we roll
30.
into the bottom of the 8th, Jesse Chavez. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages.
Right fielder, Andy Pages.
And that one cutting but missing down low. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Here comes Chris Taylor.
Chris Taylor.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's outside. 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with 1 swing.
Pitch misses there. 2-1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
De La Cruz sizes this one up, and that'll do it.
Now pitching
Back
for the
now,
Dodgers.
and on the mound, the closer,
Number 66.
Tanner Scott.
Tanner Scott.
Austin Riley
Leading
at the
off
plate.
for the Braves.
Well, he's
third
always a
baseman,
threat.
Austin
Even if this
Riley.
guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
And a count 1-2.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
And that one way outside. And now it's 3-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Always feels
Now
amazing
batting,
getting a
the
job
first
done
baseman,
when the team
Matt
needs you to
Olson.
come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And he chases that one. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Now batting,
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate.
Ozuna.
On the ground to second, might be two. Good feed, that's one. Double play, and that sends us to the bottom of the ninth. We are tied. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Here's the center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Way out front for strike two.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the grab, one away. And here is Michael Conforto.
Left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's under it. Brings it in. That's out number two.
Now batting,
And up next for Los
catcher,
Angeles, Will Smith. Trying to send this to extra innings. There's the strike. Hit in the air, left field. De La Cruz makes the play, and that is the inning. Back here in LA, we're in extras here. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Man at second. Breaking ball inside. Now 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That's to third. Muncy sends it to first. And they get the leadoff man in the 10th. Making a move at second base. Entering is the pinch runner, Greg Harmon.
Number 11.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position, Drake Baldwin. Next up for the Braves. One out. The go-ahead run is at second.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with this speed. A base hit, it's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to...
Swings and misses, struck him out. To the mound now, they turn to Blake Trinan.
Number 49, Blake Trinan.
And next for Atlanta, Brian De La Cruz. And misses inside. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's a ball, went with the sweeper. Foul, we'll see another payoff pitch. Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Eli White.
Go ahead run on base. Next to hit, Jared Kellner. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. And now it's filled up. Out to short. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. Now into the game, Eli White. He'll be out in left field.
Now playing in left field, number 36.
Pierce Johnson will take over.
Now pitching for Atlanta, number 38, Pierce Johnson.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Right side, down the line, and it's foul.
He loves being the guy at the plate in these spots. You need to be careful with him because he can change this game rather quickly.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Muncy digs in.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
The winning run on second base. And that is out of play.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Freddie Freeman. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Now batting.
First and second, 2 outs. Andy Pages will hit next. In the dirt, blocked. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Outside low, and now 3-1. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Berg. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Chris Taylor now. So they're all loaded up. Swing and a ball popped up. Base hit, that'll do it. Across is the winning run, and the Dodgers walk it off in extra innings.
So exciting to see a team walk it off. Not so much fun if you're on the other side, but what a great way to win. This team is celebrating, and this win is well deserved.
And your final score here today, 2-1. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.